Good morning. I did my informative speech on what it is to be a defensive lineman. This morning, I'm going to inform you on how to become a defensive lineman and how there's a little defensive lineman in all of us. That right there is probably the baddest defensive lineman in the NFL right now, and as you guys can tell, he has some screws loose and he's on a different level. So, you may ask yourself, what is a defensive lineman? A defensive lineman is a position played by very large men in American football. The first game of American football was played in 1869 in New Jersey, and the position of defensive line has evolved a whole lot since then. The players have become a lot bigger, faster, and stronger, and they're asked to do a different multitude of things on a football field, probably more than any other position other than quarterback, I would say. First, of becoming a defensive lineman, it starts with a genuine love for the game of football. And I've learned that if you just have a natural love for the game, that it can help you get through some of the rough times that you'll go through both on and off the field while you're involved in the game. And then you must learn the position of what it means to be a defensive lineman. So as you can see, there are 4 different positions to being a defensive lineman, so they all have different things to do. Like your defensive ends are usually like taller, lankier guys, and they're used to rush the passer. And the defensive tackles are usually short, stockier guys like me who are used to stuff the run and get beat up by very large men. So, all right. And in phase 2, you must learn to be abnormally aggressive. Now, this guy right here is Ndamukong Suh. He's probably been one of the most fine defensive linemen since he's been in the league because he just plays with a different edge. And as you can tell, he really has no filter. And I'll say, like, since I started watching football, even at like the high school, college, and NFL level, most of the guys are abnormally aggressive, and you just have to be that way being a defensive lineman because some players you're gonna have like 2 or 3 guys trying to block you, and they smell bad and their breath stinks, and they're just trying to put you on your back. So you just have to make a decision to just be aggressive and just try to get through it. So with that edge comes responsibility, and you don't want to put yourself or your team in a position to lose a game because you can't contain your edge. Now, I know that this may look like a dirty hit, and this guy did get flagged for it. So when I say you have to be abnormally aggressive, you have to learn how to contain that edge. Because I've seen guys who can't contain it on and off the field, and it usually hurts them. Because if you can't on the field, this is like a 15-yard penalty, and you're giving away yards. And guys who can't contain that edge off the field, they're just like naturally aggressive, and like nobody wants to talk to you because nobody wants to talk to someone who's abnormally aggressive for no reason. So, this is a very scary football player. This was me when I was in the 7th grade. When I had first started playing contact football, we had got our equipment and we had to do tackling drills, and I wanted no parts of it. I was like, I thought I really wanted it, but when it came to it, I didn't. And what I had to learn is that instead of playing scared and timid, you're going to get hurt anyway, so you might as well just play very loose and just try to play as hard as you can because, I mean, anybody who plays sport in here, like, you know, like, you're going to get hurt. It's inevitable. But it's kind of how you approach it and how you can get through those things if you're just like, okay, it's going to happen anyway, so I might as well just play as hard as I can and let the cards fall where they may. So, and this is phase 3. Now, as you can tell, this guy's being put on his back, and this is something that just happens to defensive linemen. Like, even guys who are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, this has happened to them. So when adversity strikes you on the field, you have to understand that this just isn't for everyone. Like, I've seen guys who have even came to Bluefield, and they couldn't even make it through camp because you just understand that there are a lot of different things that are going to happen, and you're going to be asked to do a lot of different things, and that sometimes it may feel overwhelming. And you may have, like I said, 2 or 3 guys blocking you, and they have bad intentions, and they just want to put you on your back. So you may come to the sideline and think, do I really want to do this, or is it time to hang it up? So, and this is phase 4. We all have a defensive lineman in us in one way or another. How I could compare it to your average college student is like even like with your grades, like you may like try your hardest, but at some point you're going to hit adversity, and it's how you respond to that. So what I would say with your grades is just like you have to have a plan even when bad things happen. So, like, if you don't do as well as you wanted to on the test, you just have to understand that you just have to respond and keep coming back, similar to how a defensive lineman has to do in the game. These are my citations, and thank you for listening to my speech.